The train is still stuck and the snow continues to fall. I should have taken an airplane. Well, I must make the best of it and join the other passengers for breakfast.
Okay, we'll go to the dining car. What do we have here?
A mustache comb to tame unruly knots. Wax to preserve the perfect symmetry of the mustache.
Okay. Let's head to the dining area. Which way is it? This way.
Good morning, Monsieur Michel.
Good morning, sir. Please enjoy our special breakfast in our restaurant.
Okay. Oh, that's the toilet. Don't want to go in there.
This delay is intolerable. I am supposed to be demonstrating the Firenze in Paris in 2 days.
Ah, your electric car. Yes, that's bad luck.
Bad luck? If I miss that demonstration, I'll be in deep trouble.
Just text your people in Paris and warn them.
Of course I tried that, but there is no network service in these mountains.
My daughter said it would be the easiest way in the world. Just sit on the train until I got to Paris. And now we may be here for days, and my boat sails the day after tomorrow. How am I going to catch it now? I can't even send an email to cancel it. Ah, I'm just too mad to talk about it.
My colleagues were to meet me in Paris. They will wonder what has happened to me. I can get no words to them. What will they think? We have refugees to help.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, madam. The snow is a predicament, is it not?
I am Russian. Snow is no stranger to me.
Ah, the accent. Would it be St. Petersburg?
You are very perceptive. Monsieur Poirot, is it not?
And may I take it I have the honor of addressing Princess Natalia Dragomirov?
We dispense with the old titles these days. My husband, all of my past, was taken from me by these Stalinists. When they were gone, I became director of the St. Petersburg Museum of Antiquities, to restore and preserve what I can of my country's history.
Still, the delay must be vexing.
If I must be late for my appointments, then they will wait.
I know that I would certainly wait, madame. It has been my extreme pleasure to make your acquaintance, madame.
Au revoir, Monsieur Poirot.
Au revoir.
A beautiful piano. What a luxury. Pity there's no one to play it. Mademoiselle, you are not concerned about the train stopping?
What can one do?
Indeed, this does not make the train move. You have great strength to remain calm at a time like this.
I know one far, far stronger than I.
And that is?
Well, that old lady, for instance. You have probably noticed her. She just has to lift her little finger and ask for something in a polite voice, and the whole train runs.
It runs also for my friend Monsieur Bouc, but that is because he is a director of the line, not because he has a masterful character.
You don't have to have a strong will when you have power. But I suspect I did not need to tell you that, Mr. Poirot.
Good morning, Mr. Fauchet. You have early customers, I see.
Yes, I am stuck serving here as well at breakfast. Everyone is impatient. They keep complaining that the train is not moving. As if I could get out and push it.
It's too early for me to order a boxcar. That is the appropriate drink, I believe.
A gin triple sec, lemon and grenadine mix. A drink for a train indeed.
But not perhaps for my breakfast. I think I will settle for an omelette.
Good luck, sir. Miss Nielsen is helping to serve in the dining car.
Okay, I guess we go to another car to get breakfast.
The Orient Express bar is certainly well stocked.
How long are we expected to be stranded here?
It won't do much good complaining to me. That fellow there with the moustache, he may know something.
Excusez-moi, sir.
Yes?
Monsieur Book asks for you to join him in compartment 203.
Look here, Poirot. Can you tell us anything?
I can tell you the snow, it will not move aside on its own.
Of course, but you obviously have some influence with Book.
I am going to see him now. I will ask him if he has any information.
Alright, go to the dining car. That's storage. That's 302, so that's the alleyway, I think.
Ah, my good friend, come in. We have need of you.
What has occurred?
A passenger lies dead in his bed, stabbed.
A passenger? Which passenger?
In there. He's an American, a man called Ratchet. It was his valet, Masterman, who was worried that Mr. Ratchet was not awake yet. Pierre Michel, the conductor, decided to break in and found the body.
I see. Well, my friend, I think it is best not to touch anything and wait for the police to arrive.
Oh, I tried to call the police, but there is no cell tower for many kilometers. We could be stuck in the snow for hours. The murderer is with us. On the train, now! The sooner we catch him, the sooner we'll be out of danger. The Dr. Constantine is already examining the body.
Mon ami, this is not a missing train ticket. We must follow procedure. We must wait for the police to secure the crime scene.
Please, Poirot. I will take full responsibility.
Book, you ask. Well, if we cannot contact the outside world, then... Oh, you are going to drive me crazy. In truth, this problem intrigues me. I was reflecting not half an hour ago that many hours of boredom lay ahead whilst we are stuck here. And now, a problem lies ready to my hand.
You accept, then?
C'est entendu. You place the matter in my hands.
Mr. Poirot, I am Dr. Constantine.
Forgive me, Doctor. You are a medical examiner?
No, but I have assisted in post-mortems at Nairobi Hospital, where I am a teaching fellow.
I am familiar with your excellent institution.
I do not intend to perform a full autopsy, but a preliminary examination should be of some use.
Of course. May I have a look? Then we can compare notes.
Please, if you need any help, I won't be far away.
Analyze this character to learn more about him. Moroccan. He said Kenyan, right? And he said he was a doctor. I'd say he's like 47. He can't be that old. Doesn't look too old.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Request Dr. Constance's alibi. I need to analyze the crime scene to figure out what happened. Let's analyze it.
Where can the killer have gone? The chain lock is broken. Monsieur Michel told me that he broke the chain on the door to get into the room. I'm sure I will find some interesting things inside. I'm sure I will find some interesting things inside. I'm sure I will find some interesting things inside. I'm sure I will find some interesting things inside. This phone was deliberately smashed.
Nothing fancy with that.
Last night, Monsieur Ratchet said he takes precautions. I see now what he meant. He knew he was in danger and wanted to be ready, yet it was no use to him. I will leave it here for the police.
Okay.
As you see, the victim has been stabbed many times. Several alone would have been fatal.
Yes, I agree. An attack most savage.
I will, of course, prepare a complete report on my findings.
Thank you. I'll take photos. The watch is broken. The hands are stopped at 1:15 a.m. One would expect that to be the time when the attack occurred.
Anything on the other side here? No. Not before though.
A handkerchief. There's a letter H embroidered on it. Did it belong to Ratchet? wonder what could be in this photo.
Okay, let's try to restore the picture. That goes there. Okay, that goes there. Okay. Okay. Why is it doing it there? Okay.
For Daisy. Interesting.
My little gray cells did not let me down.
I need to check Constantine's alibi to get a clearer picture. Okay, so we're missing 7 more clues. In Ratchet's trash can was a torn picture of a stuffed animal, and as I put the pieces together, there was the message was hidden behind it for Daisy. I need to expect all possible exits from the room.
I shouldn't leave until I have finished inspecting the crime scene.
Oh, okay, I didn't see these.
A box of sleeping pills.
Let's see. But we don't know the code. At least not yet.
Expensive clothing, recently laundered. Not exactly the reading material one would expect of a man like Ratchet.
Okay. Alice was walking in the forest, 1,000 flowers. She picked 10 flowers to make a bouquet. Suddenly the bouquet turned into a butterfly and the flowers on the ground began to multiply. There were twice as many. Alice arrived in front of the door that asked her, if you want to get out of the forest, you must tell me how many flowers are left in the forest. Pick 10 flowers to make a bouquet. So how many flowers are left? It's like a riddle. Alright. 1,000 flowers. Okay, keep that in mind. Let's see, missing anything else?
This door communicates with compartment 204. The latch is open on this side. The snow is falling only lightly this morning. The murderer would have left tracks in the snow if he had jumped out the window.
So how could the killer exit the room? The murderer's way out. What was most likely the way out for the murderer? So select two elements that reveal the most likely way to murder. Excited Mr. Ratchet's room. Or exited Mr. Ratchet's room, sorry. So select two elements to reveal most likely. So my thing is that the latch was open through the other door, so he was able to get in through the other door. But then the chain was broken, so it had to be some sort of break and entry. Mr. Michael broke open the hall door this morning. And then that forced the train is stopped, trapped in the snow. There is a connecting door leading to the adjacent room. The murderer could not get out through the hall door because it was locked from the inside. So one of three. So if it was locked from the inside, he'd have to go to the other side, like outside, through the door.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
Okay, never mind. So the window is open. So So after he completed that, he went out through the window. Now I get out through the hall door because it was locked from the inside.
I do not think that's the right answer.
I know it has to involve the connecting door. The connecting door is not latched. So the murderer was able to get through the connecting door because it wasn't latched. So that's 2 of 3. And then the train has stopped. The murderer probably hopped out. He was hoping he was going to get out the next train station through the window, but the train never made it.
So, the murderer must have exited through Madame Hubbard's room.
That's the right answer.
I have to ask people whose rooms were closest to Ratchet's if they saw or heard anything. Who are 2 people who could have seen the murderer leave the room? 2 people. Mr. Mori, Michael, Mr. Masterman, Mr. McQueen, and Walk, Dr. Constantine. Hubbard. So my guess is in the room would be closest to Ratchet's if they saw or heard anything. I'm thinking it couldn't have been the doctor because he got there after. And then this is I think the owner of the train, so maybe he saw something. And then Mr. Michael, I would think, 'cause he's the person who keeps track of the tickets and stuff.
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
Okay, so this one's right, but that one was wrong. Okay, so he's off there. It can't be the doctor, it can't be the bartender. Maybe Miss Hubbard?
My little gray cells did not let me down.
Okay, interrogate Michael and interrogate Miss Hubbard. Request Dr. Constantine's alibi. Link with the victim. Who's in room? Victim. cold.
Did you touch anything in here this morning?
I checked for a pulse. There was none. Rigor mortis had commenced. The body was cool to the touch. I touched nothing else.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the victim?
He died from multiple stab wounds of varying angles and depth. More than one would have been fatal. I would place the time of death roughly between midnight and 2 a.m. With more time, I hope I can be more precise.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but I must question you.
Of course. I must be considered under suspicion like everyone else.
May I know your movements last night?
I share compartment 101 with Mr. Book. He would not stop talking about his beloved train. I listened to him for hours talking about his Orient Express.
My friend Book will no doubt confirm this.
Okay.
Did you know the victim?
Not at all. I noticed him last night at dinner, but I did not pay much attention.
I assume the open window complicates matters.
Indeed. Conditions are not perfect.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Okay, I think we got everything except for the safe. We gotta put in the code. So the thing said 990. That's what we figured out with taking away the 1,000 from the 10. So put in 990. That's gonna work. They're still missing one code. That's not it. Maybe 1,000? Nope. Okay, go back to that note and see if let's go back to that note and see if we can find anything with that clue. Okay, there's a bunny on the back. So it says Alice was walking in the forest, 1,000 flowers. She picked 10 flowers to make a bouquet. Suddenly the bouquet turned into a butterfly, and the flowers on the ground began to multiply. They were twice as many. Alice arrived in the front of the door that asked her, if you want to get out of the forest, you must tell me how many flowers are left in the forest. So there was 1,000 flowers. She picked 10, so that brings it to 990. Suddenly the bouquet turned into a butterfly, and they began to multiply. There were twice as many. So 990 times 2. That would be right. 1,980. Let's try that. Cool. See, I'm a genius. Haha.
Not very surprising.
Daily planner. Call Cairo at 10. Check carpets delivery at 11. Orient Express at 15. Call DC. Check TV. Debrief with H. Arriving to Venice.
Ratchet had an appointment he will never keep. A meeting place on the back of a postcard. Someone with the initials A.W.
Nothing on the back or anything. For each person hurt, you will suffer the same harm. Your death is near, we never forget.
Unusual letter, this.
Okay. Cap events. I have to try to deduce what happened the night of the murder with the information I have. Select 2 elements that help uncover what happened the night of the murder. Ratchet had a gun under his pillow. Ratchet's watch was found stuck at 1:15. This. Drank sleeping pills the night of the murder. And then a letter threatening Ratchet was found inside safe. Ratchet was on his guard. And then the watch.
No, not good. Think, Poirot, that is not a good answer.
Okay. Drink sleeping pills the night of the murder.
I do not think that's the right answer.
Ratchet wanted to stay on his guard, but he took sleeping pills.
I can't imagine Ratchet taking a sleeping pill if he feared for his life. Et voilà.
I need an interview who worked for Ratchet. They might be able to tell me something about the victim. Who are the 2 persons who work for Ratchet? Should have looked more in depth in that note. I want to say Mr. McQueen and Mr. Mori. Or no, Mr. Wasakadi.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Oh, okay, so I was right with that one. So maybe it was Mr. Morty.
No, not good.
Okay. think I want to say Mr. Masterman. There we go.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
So Mr. McQueen and Mr. Masterman work for Ratchet. Let's interrogate them as well. So that's really what we gotta do now, is interrogate those people.
I think I've seen everything I need at the moment. I am counting on you to finish your analysis.
I'll have a more detailed report for you as soon as I can.
Alright, let's leave the room.
So, Poirot, did you find anything out?
It's a bit early for the handcuffs, my friend, even for Hercule Poirot. Do not worry, mon ami. I believe our culprit has no plans to strike again. Monsieur Ratchet was the target. Of that I am convinced. I need a list of the passengers with their compartment numbers.
Pierre Michel will have it.
Here is what I have found out. Monsieur Ratchet was stabbed many times. I also found threatening letters in his safe. He had a loaded gun under his pillow, so he was on guard, ready to defend himself. However, there was an empty glass with white residue at the bottom. I suspect a barbiturate. Perhaps he was forced to take it. In any case, I am certain he was unconscious, unable to defend himself. I also found several other items at the crime scene, possibly related to the murder. They must be investigated.
By all means, Poirot. As fast as you can.
I also found liquid for an electronic cigarette, but I could not find a vape. This might belong to the murderer.
This criminal is an amateur.
Tell me, Book, how did you spend last night?
This is a joke, I hope. Don't you trust your old friend?
My friend, calm yourself. I must hear your story in order to corroborate other accounts.
Ah, naturally. Let me see. I went to my compartment after dinner. Dr. Constantine was already there. We talked about his career. He's a Cambridge man, you know. After university, he returned to his country and has done much good there. He was so interested in the Orient Express. I told him all the anecdotes I know. I'm not certain when we fell asleep, but it was very late.
I must interview the rest of the passengers and the staff.
I'll be in the bar car if you need me. We are hours late. Soon I hope help will arrive.
Okay, let's get the list of passengers.
Monsieur Michel, I must ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
I will do everything I can to help.
First of all, tell me about yourself.
Very well. My name, as you know, is Pierre Michel. I am from Calais. I've been with the company for over 15 years.
Thank you.
So from his accent, I want to say he's French. I wouldn't say Canadian. His age obviously isn't 17. He has to be like 57. Profession is valet, I think. I don't think the controller.
I do not think that's the right answer.
Try controller. There we go.
Et voilà.
Alright.
Can you provide me with a listing of the passengers and their rooms, please?
Yes, certainly.
So we got a list of passengers.
Are you a smoker?
Indeed.
Do you smoke e-cigarettes?
No. Tobacco only.
Okay.
I would like to reconstruct with your help the events of last night. Monsieur Ratchet retired to bed. When?
Almost immediately after dinner, sir. Actually, before we left Belgrade.
Did anybody go into his compartment after that?
His valet, monsieur. Monsieur Masterman. And then his secretary, the young American gentleman. Monsieur McQueen.
And that is the last time you saw or heard of him?
No, monsieur. You forget that Monsieur Ratchet rang his bell around 12:40 a.m., soon after we had stopped. I knocked at the door, but he called out in French, "Ce n'est rien, je me suis trompé." I then left to answer another bell that had just rung.
Where were you at 1:15 a.m.?
I was sitting on my little seat at the end of the car, facing up the corridor.
Are you sure?
I left a little after 1 a.m. to speak about the snow with my colleague Jean in the bar car. I came back later. There was a call. I remember speaking to you.
Indeed, I remember. Carry on.
It was the American lady, Madame Hubbard. She thought she saw a man in her compartment. Then, around 1:50 a.m., I made the bed for Monsieur Ratchet's secretary, Monsieur McQueen. He had spent the evening talking with the English Captain Arbuthnot. At 2 a.m., I returned to my place and stayed there until dawn.
What is the last station where we stopped?
Vinkovsky.
Could someone have come on board?
Possibly. I was very busy. Owing to the weather, we were a few minutes late. We left at 12:10 a.m.
Okay. I have to try to reconstruct Mr. Michael's activity based on... Okay. So... Miss Hubbard calls Mr. Michael, then he speaks with me. Stays at his post until morning. The train is stuck in the snow. Ratchet calls Mr. Michael. Mr. Michael returns to the train and leaves in Vinkovsky. So that would be, I would think, he said like, I think 12:10, and then he leaves the train. I think that makes sense. Then the train gets stuck. I think that's at 12:40. Stays at his post. And I think that one.
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
Okay, so that wasn't it. What is wrong here? Miss Hubbard calls Mr. Michael and he speaks with me. That's his post till morning. So that had to be 2 a.m., right? Mr. Michael goes to make Mr. McQueen's bed. Then he leaves the train.
I do not think that's the right answer.
The train is stuck by the snowdrift. Ratchet calls Mr. Michael. So it has to be here. Mr. Michael leaves for the bar car with Mr. Foucher. So those ones connect, I think. That one, when he leaves the train.
No, 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 not good.
Okay. I might need a hand with this one. Mr. Michael was on the station platform at midnight. Okay. At the platform, so would that mean he returned to the train at midnight and the train leaves for Vinkovsky? So after that, the train gets stuck. I want to say at that time, that is post.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Okay, try another hint. At 1:50, he made Mr. McQueen's bed. Then at 2 a.m. until morning, he was at his post. So I was right with that one. 12:10 is the meeting. Got on the train. So I get stuck there. Okay, that one's right because I can't move it.
Think, Poirot, that is not a good answer.
Okay, so that's not right. So maybe it was this one.
No, 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 not good.
Okay, so it has to be something of those three. I would think maybe this one. And then the train gets stuck. That one.
I do not think that's the right answer.
Okay, let's try another hint. Just after Ratchet's call, he went to the lounge car to see Mr. Foucher right after he went to Miss Hubbard's apartment. So just after Ratchet's call, he went to the lounge car. Okay. So right after he leaves the bar car, he goes to talk to Miss Hubbard. So it has to be between these two.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Because those are right.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
So Mr. Michael remained at his post till 12:10 in the morning, except from 1:05 to 1:20, and from 1:50 to 2 a.m. Okay. Okay, I'll have to talk to them. I already talked to her and him, I think.
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can add to what I've already told you.
Okay, so it has to be oh, the list of rooms. That's what I need. You're in room 103. Let's go there then. Room 103. And this room is. Hold on, what the. Okay, 205. 204. We're looking for 103. 107. 5.
Monsieur Edward Masterman, I believe. May I ask you some questions?
I can barely talk. I have a terrible toothache.
We have a doctor on board the train. Perhaps...
I do not need a doctor. I use essential oils. If you can find my flask of clove oil in my box, I would be grateful.
Fine, if you insist. I will help you. By the smell, I think that the jojoba oil spilled on the other bottles, leaving their labels illegible. I must find another way to find which one is Masterman's toothache remedy. The weighing scale is soaked in jojoba oil. It's unusable. Ah, this old scale will do the job.
Oh, because it has the milliliters. Okay.
To start, I must first arrange the vials from the lightest to the heaviest.
Alright. heaviest ones. That's like a medium. That's like really light. So let's say about there. Okay, that's pretty heavy. So this one's the lightest one. So how would we... That's not really helping. Okay.
To start, I must first arrange the vials from the lightest to the heaviest.
Okay, so that one would go first. Confused already, man. I tried to move them around and it wasn't working. I think the Lang oil is the vial with the black cap. Okay. In order, it's blue, yellow, red, green, black. So blue.
Now that I know the order, I think that I can easily guess which one is the clove oil.
Okay, the clove would be the third highest, so that would be this one, I think.
Here is Monsieur Masterman's remedy. Here is your remedy. I hope it will help.
Thank you very much, sir. Ah, well, I can finally speak without too much pain. I'm ready to answer your questions.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's valet?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Were you told that your employer was murdered?
Yes, sir. A very shocking occurrence.
I want to say 39. And he's a valet, so...
That's the right answer.
So...
At what hour did you last see Monsieur Ratchet?
It must have been around 9 p.m., sir. That or a little after. I went to bed around 10:30 p.m., same as the person who shares my room, Mr. Foscarelli. He almost immediately began snoring.
What did you do then?
I read, sir, and I spent a while soothing my toothache with clove oil and listening to the snoring.
Did you hear anything during the night?
Yes, my roommate snoring.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he finds smokers disgusting.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to relax.
Tell me about your employer, Monsieur Ratchet.
I've been working for him for 9 months. I should not wish to speak ill of the dead, but he was not a gentleman, sir.
Did you know that he had enemies?
Yes, sir. I heard him discussing some threatening letters, sir, with Mr. McQueen.
Did he mention these letters to you?
He had been reading a letter when I came in. He asked me if I was the one who put it in his compartment. I told him that I had done no such thing, and he should report it to the police at the next station.
How did he respond?
He laughed, sir.
You're joking.
I do not joke, sir.
Forgive me, I can see you do not. Was he taking sleeping pills?
Always when traveling by train, sir. He said he couldn't sleep otherwise. Last night he asked me to give him 2. I did so, along with a glass of water. He dissolved them in the water.
Did you see him drink the water?
No, sir. I left right after I gave him the pills.
Can you tell me again why you gave sleeping pills to Monsieur Ratchet?
Yes, I gave him the pills because when he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. The letter must have worried him. He specifically asked me to prepare the sleeping pills. I didn't see him drink the water with the pills in it.
He specifically asked me to prepare the sleeping pills. I didn't see him drink the water with the pills in it. Obviously, if he gave him the pills, he would be there, so that's a lie.
He is lying, and I will prove it.
Okay, so that's not it, I guess. He specifically asked me to prepare the sleeping pills. The letter must have worried him. When he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping.
Monsieur, I believe you are not telling me the truth.
What? How can you say that?
Select the element that proves he's lying. Wait, how do I go back? I forgot which one I picked. That's not good. Scream in the night, agenda, or gun.
How could he ask you for sleeping pills when he had a meeting written in his agenda?
I am very sure he had no meeting planned for the middle of last night.
Masterman is right. The meeting in his agenda was not that day.
Okay, so it wasn't that.
He received threatening letters, one, it seems, last night. Did you know he had a gun under his pillow? And even asked for my help to watch over him? I find it strange that he asked you for sleeping pills when he was afraid for his life and prepared to defend himself.
I'm sure I don't know. Maybe to calm his nerves, maybe out of habit.
It makes no sense.
Wait, please. Isn't it possible that Mr. Ratchet asked me to prepare the pills, but didn't plan to drink them for some reason?
It is possible. But I am a student of character, monsieur, and the Monsieur Ratchet you describe is not the man I met.
If you'll excuse me, my toothache is getting worse again.
I'm afraid this time you must prepare your own clove oil.
Interrogated the valet. Gotta interrogate the secretary. Room 102.
I believe I am addressing Monsieur Hector McQueen.
Guilty as charged.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, sorry. Just an expression. My father used to say it.
You must have had an interesting childhood. I am Hercule Poirot.
No need to be modest. You're a detective.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's secretary?
I am Mr. Ratchet's secretary. Just over a year. I mainly take care of translating certain texts for him. Mr. Ratchet only speaks English.
Prepare yourself for a shock. Your employer, Monsieur Ratchet, is dead.
So they got him after all.
What do you mean? You are assuming he was murdered?
I know he had enemies.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, I smoke cigarettes. I've tried to quit, but no luck.
I found a diary in Monsieur Ratchet's safe. Did you know about it?
I kept a business appointment book, but I know he had a personal diary as well. That looks like it.
Can you tell me your movements last night?
I went back to my compartment. I read a little. In Belgrade, I went out onto the platform to smoke, but it was cold. I quickly went back in. I then went to Mr. Ratchet's compartment to take some dictation for him. I left around 10 o'clock. I saw Captain Arbuthnot. We ended up chatting in my compartment. Then we went out on the platform to quickly stretch our legs at Vinkovsky. He left around 2 o'clock.
Thank you. I will need to check Monsieur McQueen's story with Captain Arbuthnot. What can you tell me about Monsieur Ratchet?
He was American. He was an antiques dealer. I don't know much more. Mr. Ratchet never talked about himself or his life, but I think Ratchet wasn't his real name, and he left the United States to run away from something, or someone.
Yes?
He started getting letters, threatening letters.
Do you still have them?
I have one.
Did you know that Monsieur Ratchet had asked for my help?
Asked you? No, I didn't know.
He knew he was in danger. When did you last see him?
Last night around 10 o'clock, I should say.
Did you like your employer, Monsieur McQueen?
No, I did not. He was, I'm sure, a cruel and dangerous man.
Can you give me this letter, please?
Of course, here it is.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he hated the smell of smoke.
Interesting. Alright, well. Interrogate Mr. Michael. Interrogate Ratchet's neighbor. Should interrogate Mr. Michael. He was watching the corridor. I should interrogate Ratchet's neighbor, Mr. Hubbard, room 204.
Good morning, madam. I am Hercule Poirot.
Caroline Hubbard. What can I do for you, Mr. Poirot?
I am the bearer of unfortunate news.
It's obvious with all the commotion that something has happened.
Madame Hubbard, I am afraid your neighbor, Monsieur Ratchet, was murdered last night.
Oh my God! I knew it! I knew it!
I would like to ask you some questions, but first, may I inspect your room?
Of course, yes, you must.
Okay. Think she's German. What was that she was? I think housewife.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Okay, not housewife, I think. Was it maid?
I do not think that's the right answer.
Okay, no, it had to be.
Et voilà.
Here is a jacket button. It bears the logo of the Orient Express. This door connects to Monsieur Ratchet's compartment. It was latched on this side. The luxury of the Orient Express is present in every detail.
Nothing in here.
You can never have too many of these.
Was it just one hint?
How is it you didn't bolt the door between the two compartments?
But I had. Well, as a matter of fact, I asked that Swedish lady, Olsen, Greta, if it was bolted, and she said it was.
How was it you could not see for yourself?
I was already in bed, and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was.
What time was it when you asked her to do this for you?
Oh, it must have been around 10:30 or 10:45 p.m. She'd come along to see if I had an aspirin. But instead of opening my door, she opened Mr. Ratchet's door by mistake. He said something quite rude, like, "Not a chance, lady, you're too old." It shocked her. She came in. I told her where to find the aspirin, and she got it out of my toiletry bag. Poor girl, she didn't have a good night.
The same could be said for Monsieur Ratchet. It appears Mademoiselle Olsen may be the last person to see Ratchet alive. Is this your handkerchief?
No, not at all.
Yet it is embroidered with an initial H, like your name.
I don't care. It's not mine, and I would certainly never buy something so impractical as that frilly thing.
I found a jacket button on your table. It looks like it belongs to... a train employee. The button bears the logo of the Orient Express.
Well, of course the conductor came in last night, but he didn't go near that table.
Still, it's a safe bet that it belongs to the conductor. I'll check his jacket later, to be sure. Are you a smoker?
No, definitely not. Filthy habit.
Madame, please tell me about last night.
The murderer was right here in my compartment. I woke up. All in the dark it was. I was just so scared I couldn't scream. I pressed the call button. I pressed and pressed. I heard footsteps running in the corridor, then a knock on my door. "Come in," I screamed. And I switched on the lights at the same time. And would you believe it? There wasn't a soul there.
You think he went back into the other compartment?
How do I know where he went? I had my eyes shut tight. The conductor came in. I told the man what had happened, and he didn't seem to believe me. I asked him to search the room, but he found nothing. I told the conductor to look at the door between the compartments, and sure enough, it wasn't bolted. Well, I soon saw to that. I told him to bolt it, then and there.
I have not finished inspecting your room. If you don't mind,
It says there's something in the sink, but I can't look at it.
this door connects to Monsieur Ratchet's compartment. It was latched on this side. Let's see if Mrs. Hubbard was telling the truth about the latch of the connecting door. This hook is probably where Mrs. Hubbard hung her toiletry bag. This hook is probably where Mrs. Hubbard hung her toiletry bag. This hook is probably where Mrs. Hubbard hung her toiletry bag. I can see the latch very well from here, even with the toiletry bag attached. I'll have to clear that up with Mrs. Hubbard. Mrs. Hubbard, you told me that the door connecting the two compartments was closed, correct?
Yes, it was, as I told you. I was already in bed and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was. That's why I asked Miss Olson to check if it was closed.
Yes, it was. As I told you, I was already in bed.
Are you sure everything you've told me is accurate, Madame Hubbard?
Of course. I have an excellent memory.
Mrs. Hubbard, I tested putting your toiletry bag on the door hook as you told me. From your bed, you can easily see the latch on the door. The toiletry bag does not hide the latch at all.
Are you saying I'm lying? It may have been stuck somehow in a different position, or I may not have seen it in the darkness. Or I didn't think to look, you irritating man.
Details matter, madame. A man has been most savagely murdered. You will excuse me if I attempt to separate the truth from the false.
Forget my toiletry bag and focus on who entered my compartment. Probably after killing Mr. Ratchet.
Madame Hubbard is a force to be reckoned with, but I suspect I'm not done with her. Thank you for your assistance, madame.
The killer avoided Mr. Michael. Select two elements to help deduce. The killer avoided being seen by Mr. Michael. Start.
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
take advantage of Mr. Michael's absence to escape without being seen at 1:15.
While Monsieur Michel was chatting with Monsieur Fauchet in the bar car between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., the murderer could have escaped Ratchet's room without being seen. That's the right answer.
Is Mr. Michael a suspect, or is Miss Hubbard a suspect? Intuitions allow you to draw your own conclusions. So are they the only two that are suspects? So the murderer was able to take advantage of Mr. Michael's absence to escape without being seen. Mr. Michael remained at his post from 12:10 to the morning, except from 1:05 to 1:20. Miss Hubbard could see the latch from where she was. The killer could have exited the room through the connecting door to Madame Hubbard's room. So it would have to be Miss Hubbard because Michael already left and then he was talking with someone else. He had no idea what was going on.
This appears to be a good lead. This is the most likely answer. I found a button from an Orient Express staff jacket. Did you lose one by any chance?
No, monsieur. As you can see, I have all my buttons. It is not mine.
Okay, let's investigate. Ratchet talks to Mr. Michael. Select two elements of interest: the encounter with Mr. Michael on the evening of the murder. Ratchet apparently spoke in French during the night of the murder, but he's American, he doesn't speak French. And then it's not Ratchet who spoke for Mr. Michael. Mr. McQueen saw Ratchet last time around 10. Ratchet called Mr. Michael at 12:37. Oh my gosh. Poor keyboard. Alright, murderer pretended Ratchet was still alive at 12:37.
The murderer may have impersonated Ratchet by calling Monsieur Michel to make it seem that Ratchet was still alive at 12:37 a.m. My little gray cells did not let me down.
Haha. Alright. is the most likely hypothesis? Ratchet takes sleeping pills. The murderer enters Ratchet's room. He kills him with the gun and hides it under the pillow. He disguises the crime as a crime of passion. He waits for Michael to take a break and leave the room. Ratchet takes sleeping pills. The murderer enters Ratchet's room. He stabs him with a knife. He calls Mr. Michael to believe that Ratchet is alive. He opens the window to escape, but the train is stuck in the snow. He waits for Mr. Michael to take a break to leave the room. Ratchet takes sleeping pills. The murderer enters Ratchet's room. With the knife, he calls Mr. Michael to pretend Ratchet is alive. He opens the windows and flees.
That was easy.
Report the situation to Locke.
So, my friend, have you found our killer?
Not yet, but I will tell you what I have learned.
Please.
Our assassin could have gotten on the train at Vinkovsky disguised as a conductor, entered Ratchet's room, and killed him. Then he walked out through Madame Hubbard's connecting door, where he lost a button from his jacket. He had to wait for Monsieur Michel to be absent. He waited too long. The train had left the station.
He was trapped aboard.
Indeed. He had opened the window to make it look that he'd escaped that way. However, if he waited until the train stopped again due to snow, his footprints would have been found.
The murderer is still among us, on the train.
There's a problem with the second-class toilets.
What now?
All morning passengers have been complaining that the door is locked, so I went to check. I knocked, but no one answered. I didn't think I should open it without speaking to you first.
You did well, Monsieur Michel. Lead the way.
I use my master key.
But who is she? Is she alive?
She is breathing.
Then if she isn't dead, isn't she our murderer?
That, my friend, is what we must find out.
The passenger in the restroom.
The ticket reads Joanna Locke, traveling in compartment 105. Miss, can you hear me? She's breathing. Her pulse is strong. There is no sign of physical violence. This woman is sleeping very soundly. This woman is sound asleep. Given her location, I would say she has been drugged and deposited here.
Well, at least it's not another murder on my train.
The train is, of course, full.
Monsieur, the list I gave you indicates that Hildegard Schmidt shares her compartment.
I will want to talk to her later.
For now, we will concentrate on this mysterious young lady. Let's return her to her more comfortable bed.
Good idea. Pierre, locate this woman's room and fetch the doctor.
Yes, sir.
I will question her when she wakes up.
Please, let me know what you learn.
Mademoiselle Locke's compartment is 105. I suggest we return her to her more comfortable bed.
Yes, hopefully she will awaken soon.
I need to know more about this person if I search her room. Okay. Search the room. Oh, it's the same pills.
A cup of tea with white residue at the bottom.
Oh, there's a code. Would it be the same numbers? Let me check the back first. Oops. There we go.
A briefcase and a wagon-lit conductor's jacket. And a button is missing.
Okay. I guess we could try the same code we did for the other briefcase. It was 1980. Or no, it can't be that because that's not enough numbers. So maybe 10,000.
Poirot, I'm disappointed in you. I was certain you would have it by now. If you need a break, I can ask Jean to make you some coffee. Have you tried 0000? Poirot, what if the briefcase is booby-trapped? Have you tried 1, 2, 3, 4? No, that's mine. I never remember my passwords, so I make them easy ones. So, Poirot, any luck so far? But of course you know what you're doing. It is booby-trapped, is it? We really need to find the combination. If you need a break, I can ask Jean to make you some coffee. Poirot, I'm disappointed in you. I was certain you would have it by now. No, that's mine. I never remember my passwords, so I make them easy ones. Have you tried 0000? Poirot, what if the briefcase is booby-trapped?
Book. Silent like a mouse, please.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll be quiet now. You need to concentrate. I will not utter another word. Not one.
Book. There will be another murder on the Orient Express in a moment.
Okay, moment of truth. It's the same cat from the picture that was broken. And obviously the people who work for him. State police. So she was a detective.
Her driver's license confirms her identity. She is American.
These are fake IDs. It's certain.
Her driver's license confirms her identity. She is...
These are fake IDs. It's certain.
She has a gun.
Come, Poirot. Criminals are often known to carry one.
Ratchet was stabbed, not shot.
But then why take it on the train?
This badge says that Joanna Locke is an American detective with the Berkshire Police Department in Massachusetts.
An American police officer? Oh.
Mademoiselle Locke seems very interested in our victim.
Of course. She has studied her target.
Possibly. The stuffed animal is the same as in the photo found at the crime scene.
What a coincidence.
Mademoiselle Locke appears to have been investigating Monsieur Ratchet.
Look, she's waking up.
Thanks to you, I would not be surprised if our murder victim were also waking up.
What?
Oh, my head. What's all the yelling about?
Who are you? Give me a good reason why you should not be in handcuffs.
I can give you a reason, Book. Whose handcuffs will we use? I have none. Do you?
Well,
You are Joanna Locke, mademoiselle?
Yes, Joanna Locke. I'm a detective. Berkshire, Massachusetts Police.
I have found your credentials, mademoiselle.
And I know who you are, Mr. Poirot.
Then, if the introductions are complete, perhaps the explanations may begin.
I'll try. It's simple, really. I'm on the trail of a murderer.
I had just been promoted to detective after 5 years on patrol. It was my first time on a major case. It had been a month since Daisy Armstrong was kidnapped. The Armstrongs were desperate for some sign of hope. I was there only for paperwork, to fill in some blanks. The investigation is now part of a pile of investigations, and my captain sent me here just to dot some I's and cross some T's. The crime was audacious. How could the kidnapper know which was the window of Daisy's room? No, they could use a ladder to reach it, and no, they could enter the room without being seen. The misspellings are clearly on purpose, and they didn't return the child when the ransom was paid. How could the child be taken with so many people in the house? I can't imagine the pain her parents felt when they realized Daisy was gone. How are they going to feel when they realize I have no answers for them? Only more questions. That's why I'm here. A damn computer glitch. Or somebody pushed delete instead of save. Whatever happened, we lost the nanny's deposition. So my entire contribution to the investigation is to take it again. The phone record of the night of the kidnapping. The last call was for 911. A topographical map, often more important than a road map in these mountains.
Alright.
Good evening. Colonel Armstrong?
Yes. You're the detective they phoned about.
Joanna Locke.
I don't remember you.
I'm newly assigned to the case.
It's about time more detectives were involved. My wife, Sonia, she hasn't been herself. Every day is a waking nightmare for us. Tell me you've uncovered something new.
I'm here to speak to your daughter's nanny. There was a computer problem. Her earlier statement has been lost.
Oh, I see. We had hoped. Well, do as you wish. I won't be far if you need me.
No. Okay, so we hoped you enjoyed the sneak preview of Murder on the Orient Express. Full game includes faithful yet original adventure. Investigate the kidnapping of little Daisy. And more than 3 hours of gameplay after the famous ending of the book. Okay. That was an awesome game. I recommend it. Getting it. I'm probably gonna get it myself. So